thank you so much. I will state up top, I am a feminist, which just means I believe any woman can do anything any man can do. I absolutely believe that. And I also believe that while brilliant, exceptional women change the world for the better, I will fuck all of your boyfriends. Guaranteed. Believe me, I will. I will do it. I will. You know, we all get empowerment our own way. That's all I'm saying. But, I mean, I'm going to catch a lot more dick if they keep trying to outlaw abortion. Because if anyone with a penis ever wants to raw dog again, my body's their choice. It's just... don't know what to tell you. Booty babies are never viable. Although, I've always been a little chubby, and when I was a little kid, I convinced myself I had just been born pregnant. So every time I sat down to poop, I told myself it was going to be my lucky day, and I was going to give birth through my booty hole, have a flat tum-tum, and all the boys would love me. It was a beautiful goal until I realized how unappealing the underage single parent of a poop child would be, so had to rework my whole life plan. The backup plan wound me up getting married and having a child. I know, I'm just as shocked as you are. And some people have even asked me, how, Dahlia, how did someone like you have a child, forgetting that anyone can own a futon and keep condoms in a different room? And that's where babies come from. That's the science portion of your show. I like working in facts. My co-parent and I were no longer together. For the niggas in the back who are confused, a co-parent is a baby mama. So my co-parent and I were no longer married, but after the divorce, we decided that we should learn to cooperate and work together to, you know, minimize our kids' trauma. And it was difficult at first, because after 10 years of marriage to me, one of the reasons my co-parent gave for filing for divorce was my ambiguous sexuality, which is fair. I've met myself. She wasn't wrong. But fast forward a few years, and the person for whom she left me also came out as a trans woman. Now, obviously, my co-parent is not going around turning people trans. It does not work that way. It's not contagious. This is not an STI. But I am extremely petty, and I want her to think it is. So if you could help me... if y'all could help me spread this lie all over the internet, it would just warm my heart. No, please don't do that. Do not do that. There are enough lies and myths floating around about trans women as is. My least favorite being that we're all trying to trick people into touching our penises, which is absurd, because I'm a bottom. The only way you're ever even gonna see my penis is if you're doing something horribly wrong. And I don't see why I should deal with discrimination because you have terrible aim. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's silly. Also, I have never once in my life met one trans woman who has ever shut up about being trans. It doesn't happen, seriously. We're worse than Christians and vegans, I promise you. The only possible way you won't know a woman is transgender is because you don't listen while women are speaking, and that's not our fault. It's not our fault. It's not. And I know men don't listen because you keep speaking. And I'm not saying men should never speak. I'm just saying you should be more selective about when it happens, you know? Because women, we've told you exactly what we want for decades now, right? You gotta lick it before you stick it. We didn't say talk to me. Why are we wasting time here? So then we had to clarify what we wanted licked, you know, namely my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. Thank you. 4 simple things. My ears aren't on that list. Why are you talking to me? It's silly. I've had men ask me if it makes a man gay if he's attracted to me, which is a wild question to ask while you're inside me. And also, I don't know. I don't. Maybe you're gay, maybe you're not. Either way, it's $400 an hour. Cash at me and leave. That was our agreement. Why are we complicating this relationship? It's silly. Don't like it. And answer me this, gentlemen. How is it any less gay or any more straight to beg and plead and whine for your cisgender girlfriends to let you try butt stuff so you can try to relive your glory days on the wrestling team. How is that any more straight or any less gay than having completely consensual anal sex with me and pretending the entire time that I love you? It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. I am a little old-fashioned, I will admit that. For example, I do think it's the man's job to pay for everything on a date. Yes, and not just the first date, but every date. Because if there's a very high probability of my body being found under a hotel mattress, I believe it's the gentleman's job to make sure my stomach is full of steak and lobster when the police get there, you know? Just give me something to look back on fondly as I ride that great mattress into the sky, you know? If nothing else, while you're choking me out, I want to imagine the coroner cutting me open later that night like, damn, that bitch ate good. Is that so much to ask? Is that so much for a lady to ask? To be honest, I would probably put out for any man that sings to me in a falsetto, though. I would. Like, he could pull up to me in a big white kidnapper van that says kidnapper van on the side, swing open the back door, show me his kill room, and be like, bitch, I'ma kill you. I'm jumping in that van every time. It's shameful. But y'all have been beautiful, and I love you. Have a good night.